All right. So top source in the bedroom. So in the bedroom, basic protocol, anything that's plugged in, you got lamps, cell phone chargers, alarm clocks, yeah, power strips, all of these. There's even some bed frames that have actual outlets installed in
Hmm.
them. And there's a lot of beds, like the Aero bed is a popular one right now, where that's plugged into the wall so that people can adjust the bed. And there's several problems with that. It has a transformer right in the middle of the bed that creates a magnetic field that comes out. But just because it's plugged in, when something is plugged in, it doesn't mean that if it's not turned on, it doesn't mean that it's not emitting electric fields onto your body. Anytime you plug something in, it has electric fields coming out from the outlet, because as soon as you turn it on, the electricity's on, right? So the only difference with that is if you have an actual light switch on the wall that turns on the outlet. If you have a light switch that turns on and off an outlet, then you can flip that off, and then you can have something plugged into that outlet, and the electricity won't be flowing through the electrical cord when it's plugged in if that switch is off. But as soon as that switch is turned on, then it's flowing through that cord. But most outlets don't have that. They have the Sleep Number bed's the other one. Someone just posted that. That's the one I'm talking about, actually, not the Aero bed. um I misspoke there. Yeah, the Sleep Number bed has a plug-in. So um yeah, all the stuff in the bedroom needs to be unplugged and away from the wall. And part of your homework, Nick and I haven't settled on the homework or talked about it.
Yeah, what you sent me is at the end. I can
Okay.
talk about it at the
All
end.
right, cool. So yeah, part of your homework is going to be fixing some things in the bedroom, and experimenting with that, and then letting us know how you feel, and we're going to post it on the group. Um, so the bedroom, that's key. We have to get the electric fields out of the bedroom. And then the next place is that a lot of people ask about is the office. And so in the office, we have a lot of different things going on. Usually there's a whole mess of cords in the back. Everything's kind of plugged in, and you kind of just stuff everything under your
Yeah.
desk, and it's like you forget about it. But for a lot of people, that's their highest body voltage exposure, and they're sitting there for hours and hours on end. And so we need to, we have some solutions for how to mitigate a lot of that. And the computers are not grounded, the monitors, and there's unshielded cables everywhere, and there's a lot of things that are two prong instead of three prong, in addition to not being shielded. And so that causes more electric fields, as you saw in the demonstration. Um, and and that's just because whenever you have something grounded, it actually, you can kind of picture it like a black hole for electricity. It kind of sucks in a lot of the voltage that normally would be spraying out further and coming onto more conductive surfaces, because this voltage is always looking for the lowest voltage potential, and it's jumping on anything conductive to get there. So the office is something that if you're working a lot in the office, uh, then it becomes a prolonged exposure, and you want to get your body voltage as low as possible. I like to see it below 100 millivolts in the office area, and in the bedroom we want to see that below about 10 millivolts. If you have a body voltage measurement kit and ability to measure. So, and then we already kind of talked a little bit about grounding your body. So uh,
Yeah, maybe just do the difference while we're on the slide. I was confused myself. Just last week we did a lot of brainstorming, and I told you what's the difference between an ungrounded cable versus unshielded cable, and I kind of was confused between the two terms, and that's something we'll talk about, especially in the EMF checklist. You'll hear about grounded cables and shielded cables, and should make sure to know what's the difference so you can take action on these things.
yeah, so let me just grab this here for a little visual. So this is an ungrounded cable, just the two prong.
Hmm.
Three prong, you have another one right here, and then it has a ground wire that goes in right next to the hot and the neutral wires. And so that ground wire will make that electric field shrink down quite a bit. Now, a shielded cable, what that is, it has a third prong, but then it also has grounded foil inside the cord that's surrounding the hot and the neutral wire inside the rubber on the inside. And what that does is that prevents the electricity from coming out at all. It's grounded, so it goes right to the ground and drains out. And so you don't have any exposure whatsoever to an electric field when you have a shielded and grounded cord. And so, so the thing that people need to understand is that that's really the way that everything should be designed. And that's why I decided to finally stock some shielded power cords on our website, and we're looking at designing a bunch of other types of shielded cords and things, because I want to be able to perfect people's offices and their environments so that they don't have any electric field exposure, and it's really easy to kind of just plug and play everything. And so what I don't want people to do is to think and stress out so much about their office in this module, because right now there's a lot of redneck solutions out there on the market, things that you can kind of piece together, and we may include like a list of some of those things, but don't get bogged down by that. The key is to focus first on the bedroom, and then you guys are like the beta people on this course, the beta version. And so you're going to get all the updates. So when we come out with something new, we're going to update the list and send everybody a list of all the new products and things that we found out. So, so that stuff is things that is one of the reasons really why I got into the EMF space, was because I saw so many redneck solutions for blocking electric fields and radio frequencies. And I didn't want the tinfoil hat, right? And the tinfoil everything like shielding. I want things to look good, and for people to be proud. Like, check out this. This is my biohacking office. This is my biohacked home. This is how we roll in this, because we believe in health and wellness.